What's up, Spartans? Batman here, and today I'm talking about everything coming in Season 5 for Halo Infinite. Now, a lot dropped, so I'm going to try to go through a lot of things quickly. So the title of the season will be Reckoning, and it has a new game mode, which is a returning favorite from Halo 4 called Extraction. Extraction works on a similar level to King of the Hill with some minor differences, which I'll be talking about in a future video. A big one is the Flood armor customization, which looks absolutely gorgeous and disgusting at the exact same time, which is how you really want the Flood. You want it to look great, but you want it to look revolting. Even some of the weapon skins have parts of Flood all over it, and it's just, I can't wait to flood myself up, especially around the Halloween time. I think it's the perfect customization to come to Halo at that time. We're getting 2 new maps, the first of which is called Prism. We look like we're in the mines of where the needle shards come from. Speaking of which, you can actually shoot the crystals on the wall, some of them, and it'll actually explode in almost in a fusion coil style. It'll send homing projectiles to the nearest enemy and blow them up, which looks really cool. Next up, we have Forbidden. It's got like a temple vibe. I think I read somewhere or heard somewhere that it's going to be symmetrical. I don't know about Prism. It looked a little bit more asymmetrical to me from what I looked at from watching the gameplay that IGN had. Having 2 new arena maps right out of the gate is great for someone like me who loves the arena gameplay. Next up, and a big one, is Forge AI. This is going to be huge because I've seen some really cool things that people have come up with. And I think with AI being able to be scripted into it is going to really elevate Forge to a whole other level than we've ever seen it before. And I can't wait to see what the community comes up with. XP can now be gained in custom matches. Now this is a cool one because of the fact that means that whatever you're doing, you can be earning XP. I have a theory that it's going to be much less XP, but at least you're still gaining some XP that way to avoid exploits for people trying to hurry and get themselves grinding through to the hero rank, which now they have incentive to besides just bragging rights. We now get the Infinite Mark 6 armor kit, which is basically Master Chief's armor from Halo Infinite's campaign. You can now play as in multiplayer. Now, another great thing, this is a big one for me specifically because I love customizing my Spartan to look, however I'm feeling in the moment. Sometimes I go themed like, oh, I want it to look like a Mandalorian from Star Wars. Helmets are now cross-course, so now you can mix and match your favorite helmets. You can put your Samurai helmet on your Mark 5B armor core, or you can put an ODST helmet on your Samurai armor if that's what you want. We've been starting to see reports of Mark 5 being noticed, and it was even shown in the trailer from the back. I'm wondering, because it doesn't say how to get it yet, the way that it did for the hero rank for Mark 6, I'm wondering if Mark 6, if the hero reward will actually come with both. Mark 5 for CE fans and the Infinite fans, so a 20-year difference of then and now. And at the very end of the trailer, they did show off a little bit of Firefight, which was something that was leaked a long time ago that it was supposed to be coming in this season, but I wasn't sure because it had ended the video and then it said kind of a, but wait, there's more coming later in the season, so it won't be at launch, is Firefight King of the Hill. It was very clear, King of the Hill. So I'm wondering if we're going to get new modes down the road. I wonder how it's really going to work too with King of the Hill. And the map that they showed was from the campaign, which is one that as soon as I was playing it, 2 years ago, I was like, this would make a terrific firefight mode where you're just, trying to survive the onslaught of waves and waves coming at you. So I'm happy to see that they're bringing that map particularly because it was the one thing that I was like, this is, if you're going to put a map in it from the campaign, it's this. We are getting a new weapon of sorts, or more of a weapon update rather, and that is the Bandit Evo, which is going to be a scoped bandit. Now, I don't know if they're taking Bandit completely out of the game and it's only Bandit Evo, or if some maps will have a Bandit and some maps will have a Bandit Evo to give you that extra range, specifically like big team battle maps or something to that effect. Although the rumor is that ranked in Season 5 as well as HCS for next season will be Bandit starts. Now at first I was like, okay, maybe you have to scrounge to get that battle rifle to get a little bit extra edge, but now that there's a scope on there, I think it'd be very interesting to see kind of how that plays out and how fans react to that. They're taking the battle pass and updating it, and they're taking it from 100 tiers down to 50, and what they're doing is they're trying to remove a lot of the fluff in order to make it feel like you can actually just grind it a lot faster. And so you're not feeling like, oh, I'm getting the same emblem for the 4th time. This time it's for a vehicle or for a weapon. It sounds like the way they're going to do it is they're collapsing it into one tier. So they can, you unlock the emblem, you got it for your armor, your weapons, your vehicles, etc. And then same thing for things like shoulder pads. Instead of unlocking left and then the next level you get the right, you get them both at the same time. And by collapsing it like this is going to make it a lot faster, and you actually feel like you're getting more each time you're leveling up, instead of them stretching it out and giving you kind of, I don't want to say watered down, but watering it down to be that 100 number. They're just trying to make it 50 epic levels that you're trying to grind through. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing how that plays out and how quickly you get through that. It will still be 1,000 credits, which is roughly $10. There still will be 1,000 credits you can also earn back for the cost. So the cost will still be negligible at the end of the day because you're able to kind of pay it forward to yourself for future content. They are changing the way that they're doing events. They're updating events to now be called operations, and they're going to last longer. I believe they said 4 to 6 weeks instead of the traditional 2 weeks, so people aren't having, they aren't really missing out, you know, having that FOMO. And they said Season 5 will include 2 operations on the heels of the launch Battle Pass, Combined Arms, which begins November 14th, and Winter Contingency 3, which begins December 19th. The fact that we're only getting, so we're getting Season 5 in October, we're getting Combined Arms in November, Winter Contingency in December. I wonder if January will have anything at all. Maybe that's when they're planning on launching Firefight, so that way it kind of, you're getting something new each month, and then February might be Season 6. They haven't given an end date, but that's just kind of an idea that might happen, which, I mean, the earlier the better, but if they have to kind of, they're throttling it, if they're trying to throttle it in order to give us more content over time to, you know, keep us fed throughout the winter, you know, I could see that. Overall, I call this, I mean, in theory, because we haven't seen it yet, a big win for 343, which is something that they've been starting to get more of each season. They're getting better and better at giving us more and more content for less time, and that's really what we want. We want a good amount of content coming. I can't wait for Season 5. It comes out October 17th. But let us know down in the comments below what you think so far of Season 5 Reckoning. And that's all we have for today. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching TST Gaming. Until next time, just play.